more on the 15-year anniversary in Afghanistan. Rebecca Zimmerman is a policy researcher at the RAND Corporation and Truman Fellow, who now joins us from Washington, D.C. Ms. Zimmerman, it's great to have you with us once again. Now, more than $100 billion has been invested in this war, and of course it's cost thousands of lives, including US and other coalition troops. And Afghanistan isn't exactly what one would call a picture of peace right now, so was it all worth it?
It's a really tough question. As someone who personally has lost friends, both American and Afghan, it's a question I've asked myself every day for years. And it's hard to say. We look at development indicators in Afghanistan and we see that in many ways there are things that have improved: healthcare, maternal mortality, literacy rates. But looking at the big picture, is this, when we started, where we thought Afghanistan would be today? It isn't. And it isn't because we've always been thinking in short increments, in just a year or a few years. We haven't really thought about it as a long-term set of issues, and that's what we still need to do now.
Ms. Zimmerman, I'm not sure if you were able to see my colleague Soraya Lenny's report, which we had on just before our interview with you, but she was speaking to a gentleman who lost several family members when US troops invaded his house. They said they were looking for the Taliban, but he claims they killed their family, who were innocent people. How exactly does the United States justify actions like that?
Well, I don't think that the United States tries to justify actions like that. We say that they're terrible, awful tragedies that happen in the fog of war. That doesn't mean that we can't do better. That doesn't mean that those lives should be considered just chalked up to the vagaries of war. Certainly not. But, you know, it's things like that that have happened. There have been incidents at weddings, of course, the hospital airstrikes in Kunduz that are part of the tragedy of this war.
Rebecca Zimmerman, it's always great to get your honest and thoughtful insight. Rebecca Zimmerman in Washington, D.C.